Why do the beauties in ancient Chinese paintings resemble modern-day Koreans and North Asians, while the majority of modern China's population has Southeast Asian faces? I often see some people expressing confusion in discussions about China. Why was ancient China so glorious and captivating, while modern China is so repulsive? In the 13th century, Marco Polo described the Chinese as having pale skin like Europeans, with attractive faces and healthy physiques. But by the 20th century, Albert Einstein referred to the Chinese as ugly and weak-minded, wondering how they could reproduce so prolifically. What could explain such drastically different portrayals? The most reasonable explanation is that China has undergone a form of racial replacement, much like what is currently happening in Europe. To understand ancient China, one must first understand its most important dynasty, the Zhou dynasty. What made the Zhou dynasty so significant? The Zhou was the second dynasty in ancient China, succeeding the Shang dynasty, and it began over 3,000 years ago. The Zhou ruled China for over 8 centuries, the longest-lasting dynasty in ancient Chinese history. The concept of Huaxia, referring to China as a nation of beauty and greatness, first emerged during the Zhou period. Most modern Chinese family names were created during the Zhou dynasty, and many contemporary Chinese believe they are descendants of the Zhou dynasty royal family. According to the Chinese genetic testing company 23mafeng, the Y chromosome of the Zhou royal family belonged to the haplogroup N1A, a lineage commonly found among Finno-Uralic peoples, Yakuts, Tatars, and other North Asian populations. For example, the Avar royal family, believed to have spoken a Turkic language, also belonged to this haplogroup. Haplogroup N1A is extremely rare among modern Chinese males, which suggests that the Zhou royal family likely exhibited distinct North Asian appearances. In contrast, the vast majority of modern Chinese men belong to haplogroup O, M175, which appears at high frequencies among Indo-Chinese, Malayo-Polynesians, and Negritos. This haplogroup is strongly associated with populations in equatorial and tropical regions. The Y chromosome can only reveal paternal lineage, while autosomal DNA determines appearance, body type, and cognitive traits. Although haplogroup O, M175 is also found at a high frequency among Korean and Japanese males, autosomal principal component analyses of various East Asian populations show that, compared to the Chinese, Koreans and Japanese are clearly closer to Mongol-Altaic groups and significantly more distant from Indo-Chinese groups. Studies have shown that, compared to modern Chinese populations, the autosomal PCA of people from the ancient Yellow River Basin, over 2,000 years ago, shows a closer genetic affinity to Mongol-Altaic peoples. These genetic findings support the view that ancient Chinese, at least those in the ruling class, were genetically different to modern ones. In terms of genetic distance, they were roughly intermediate between North Asians and modern Chinese Northerners, similar to present-day Koreans and Japanese. In contrast, the majority of modern Chinese belong to a typical Southeast Asian genetic cluster. This genetic evidence helps explain why the women depicted in ancient Chinese paintings of beauties often resemble modern Korean or North Asian women. Only women from the aristocratic ruling class were considered beautiful in those ancient times. Meanwhile, the majority of modern Chinese are very likely descendants of those who were conquered or enslaved by the ancient ruling elite.